Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to today's live analysis for BankNifty. Today is Friday, the 20th of July, 2023, and the time is 9:06 a.m. And let me just quickly share, and we'll just look at the context. So overall was one of those days, a trending day, where first of all we created a new 88. So overall, what has happened is we opened with a gap up. This is the current open. We created a new all-time high, and this is exact. So this is like 46,500. But basically this is a round number, which came in, and after that, so I think about 11 a.m. is where the downfall started. Okay. Am I looking at the correct chart? Okay, sorry, this contract has expired. That's why it is telling me. 6,688. Okay, so this is the new ATH which was created, and then overall we started to develop lower, and it was a trending move, and the auction closed around 46, or above 45,800 level. Okay, so this was yesterday. We had a good liquidity, and overall we are now back into the monthly value. So this was what I was looking for, because it was a mean reverting opportunity towards the price to come back towards the value, because this is the value where the price should be. The price was overvalued. Okay, and what has happened is a lot of traps. So basically a lot of buyers have been trapped above 46,400. And again, for me, today's 46,000 is a reference zone which I'll be looking at. So 46,000 and 45,500. Okay, so these are the two levels. This is a 500 point range from a higher time frame, which I'm expecting to price to just chop and repair. And also in the yesterday's auction, we had a lot of trapped buyers. Okay, so that's why we had a lot of lower liquidity. And again, on a higher time frame chart, it is also showing me that we have got trapped buyers. And where are those trapped buyers? Above 45,906. Again, we have got one more trapped buyer at 45,685. Yeah, so this will be cleared, but anything above 45,750 are areas where the buyers are trapped, and below 45,602 is where we have got trapped sellers. Okay, so I'll see whether this level holds. If this level holds, then we can expect continuation higher towards 45,906 and 46,000 level, because that's where I'm expecting again the supply to reinitiate and see if they take the price lower, or they look above and again then clear the weak hand sellers, because sellers will be coming in at 46,000. So what they will do is they will take the option till 46,100, and then there will be a sharp fall like what we saw yesterday, right? I think this was about more than 900 points. Let me just check. Here it is showing 367, but if I look from the high to the low, right? So this is about 958 points correction, about 2% is what has happened. Okay, so, and this was the overall 5-day balance. It is developing below the balance and below the value area low, and it found acceptance around the value of 19th of July. So that's where the supply has been shutting off, and also the PPOC, because this was a balanced zone. So 19th of July we had a balanced profile, and that's where again some buyers came in and supply shut off, and then we had a sort of a reversal. Okay, so let me see what is the pre-open. Pre-open is again 100 points down. So 45,500 is, I said that that's the zone, that's the area which I'm looking at. So 100 points down, the auction is opening. So 685, we are going to open about 585. So it will be opening below the 45,602 level. Okay, So again, the trapped buyers are still intact, and now my reference shifts to the 550 or the low of the Thursday's expiry, the low which got made. So basically this particular low, and also we have got one more stop around 45,500 level. Okay, so let me first of all delete this. So we have supply seen in yesterday's auction, in Thursday's auction. So let's see whether we continue lower, hit the low and this particular low at 45,500, because I'm again seeing supply to be shutting off within this particular range. Okay, so anything below 45,500 I would not be looking to short. I'll be looking for a sort of a balanced profile. So as we are opening 685, 585, so 585, so we have got couple of stops around 45,500 structurally. Okay, so let's see how the auction opens, but I'm expecting choppiness. So we are going to open below the previous day low or the Thursday's low, and I'm expecting responsive buying at 45,500 and 45,500 and 45,550. Okay, so levels are 602 and 450. So let's see how the auction opens, and 45,550 is where we have got a trapped seller. Anything below 45,550s we have got trapped sellers. A lot of trapped sellers I'm seeing lower. Let me see. Nope, extend box is disabled. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so yep, the time is 9:13. If you have any comments, you can use the live chat. If not, we'll look at the auction, how it opens. So I'll just save this. And the VPOC is 44, so 45,000 is where the actual POC is. So POC can migrate higher, but today just be careful. And 45,419 is a monthly VWAP, so yep, that can also act as a level of support where supply can shut off. Okay, so I'll also look at the OI data. I did not look at the OI data, so I'm looking at 45,400 call and 45,800 put. Okay, call is short, put is flat, put is long. So let's see. Yeah, but I'm expecting responsive buying, but OI data is telling me calls are short, put is flat. So put has been pretty flat, put is also short, call is short, put is short. So no clarity yet. Okay, so the auction will open in next 30 seconds. So let's see. Let me just jump to this particular chart, and yep, yeah, let's see, because I'm expecting supply to shut off around 45,500 level. Okay, sentiment is still negative based on the previous day's price action. So the auction is opened around 45,879. Okay, this chart is not loading. I think I need to switch to the monthly contract, August 1. Okay, so I need to still redraw my levels. I'll do that, but we are opening below the previous day's low, and the auction is developing lower, and this is the zone. So 45,400 is where we have got trapped supply, and there are certain stops which are here. So let me yeah, here the chart will be loading. So now the levels are plotted. So this 45,792 or 45,800 is what I am looking at. Let me hit refresh and we will get to the timestamp. Okay, so we are developing lower, and let's look at the print. We are developing below previous day's VWAP. We have got trapped supply. I also need to refresh my OI chart. Okay, so the call is short and put is long. So call short, put long means bearish. So OI data is suggesting bearish. So 45,700, I was looking at 45,500. Okay, so I don't know, some issue. Let me redraw the balance zones. I think trading you will fix it. My balance zones are gone. Then let me draw a new balance zone. So this is one. Okay, so these are my new balance zones. So I'm looking at 45,730. That's where some supply is shutting off. Uh, 800 is also another level. Let me switch over to the 10-second chart. So good supply has come in. Overall, we are having, so POC is lower. So POC lower, and a lot of supply is trapped here. And we are at the previous week, mid of the previous week, and we are developing above the previous month high. So 45,700 is the zone where supply can shut off. That is also an area. So I'm waiting for the price to drop towards 45,673, because that's where there is a demand, or previously there is where demand came in based on the order flow delta data. And overall the option is pretty heavily negative, heavily short. If you see 3.7, it's just been not even 4 minutes, 3 minutes, and a lot of inventory is still short. Okay, so currently inventory is still short. We are developing below the previous day's close. We are seeing some price balancing at 45,730 level. Okay, so I'm observing at 730 level, and why it is not going below this particular level. And there are certain stops. Okay, now this is 742, this 730. Yeah, okay, so this is correct data. 740, 738. Yep, 738. Yeah, 738. Okay, so the data is correct. We have a trap buyer at 750, but let's see, because we are just having some sort of balancing. Call inventory is short, put inventory is long. So I'm looking at 45,400 call and 45,800 put. Okay, so we have some price stability. Option is trying to move higher, but there is a seller seen here, and there is another seller at this particular level. So expect some supply coming in at this level. If this level holds, then expect the price to reverse towards 45,640 level. Okay, if it doesn't, then expect the price to chop between this 50-point range. This is where the price will chop, and what will happen is it will continue go lower and see some responsive buying at 45,680 and 45,670. Because that's where supply will be shutting off. But currently I'm seeing price stability at my level. I'm waiting for a price to move higher and see if we continue. So if we have some stability here and if we move higher or not. But overall it has taken out the liquidity, and it has also repaired a single print. So basically this is the single print where supply is seen, and this is where price tried to probe, but it failed and it is developing lower. Okay, so the single print, so let me just hit my, not hit, but let me add a, so this is where supply, so 46,000. Yeah, see how precise the levels are working. I said that 46,000 is the area where supply will be coming in, and it has came in. We are developing above the balance, but from the weekly we are seeing some rejection from the weekly VWAP. Okay, so yep, you saw that, right? So we are developing lower. Now we have got a lot of trap sellers, and now it is still chopping. So this was a good trade, and now expecting some responsive buying here. Let's see whether we get that. But overall, massive liquidity or basically massive shorts are in the system. A lot of people are exiting. Now this level should hold, and now I'm expecting continuation lower and price to move even lower. So let me, even below the sentiment line is where the price is moving. So yep, continue lower, and odds are higher that we might tag the previous day's low, that is the Thursday's low. Okay, call inventory is still short, put inventory is still long, but I'm looking to buy a call, so I'm just waiting the reaction at 45,655 because there's another area where supply can shut off. So there is a quick scalp, responsive buying at this towards this. Yeah. So what I mean is I'm waiting for price to come here, and this is a quick scalp I'm looking. So this is where I'm planning to enter. This is where I'm planning to exit. Okay. But for that, I'm waiting for price to at least come to this level. Another thing what I can do is I can buy a call one. I can buy another call here. And then as the price is moving, above my average price, I'll be looking to exit. But that's a quick scalp. So exactly to the tick is where the auction stop. So it is gonna break. Let's see whether it breaks or not. Let me switch over to the 10-second chart. It is breaking. Okay, so we are below the 45,700 level. It is breaking. So now this is a good opportunity to take a long towards. So you can take a long here towards this level or towards the previous day's close. So the 45,400 call is at 368. It jumped to 372. Now it's at 370, 375, 377. Does it go to 380? 379. Yep. So this trade is working out. If you are in profit, you can just exit. Yeah, so that was one good scalp trade, like buying at support and selling at resistance level. Okay, the 45,400 call is now at 380, 379, 381, 383. Okay, so I'm expecting supply to again come in at previous day's close and also at this particular level. 383, 384, 385, 386, 387. This is 45,400 call, 387. It's still at 387.5. Okay, so 385, it's not moving even though the price is moving higher, right? The call 388, 390. So try to reach here, and now supply is coming in. So that is the exit. So 378 to 390, it was a good call. It was a good call to take a trade. But yep, that was one quick scalp trade which I was able to spot using the order flow and the heat map. So expect supply to come in at 45,700 level. Let me switch to the 3-minute chart. And it is developing below my level. Yep, so expect, I'm looking for continuation towards 45. So the next target, so this is from the positional perspective. Once this is hit, right, my next target is 45,532. Okay, and also below there is where there is some liquidity present, and below that a lot of trapped supply or trapped sellers. Okay, so we are now just chopping, but yeah, buying at here, selling at here, again selling at here, and buying at here. So those were the two calls which worked out well, or that was overall the trade plan. Okay, now I'll be just waiting and watching because price is going to balance. We did had a retest of this particular level and also the previous day's close, and now supply is still coming in. Overall delta is pretty negative, heavily negative, and this is the volume point of control where again I'm expecting some sort of balancing, and there are also a trapped seller. So this is why using the mechanics and the delta order flow to understand where is the demand, where is the supply, who is trapped where, and what type of auction reaction can be expected. Okay, If this level breaks, I expect continuation lower towards previous day's low, because currently there is a resistance at 45,687 level. Let me hit refresh to this chart. Yep. So I'm expecting price to at least go towards 45,419, but before that I want the price to tag 532. Okay, in HDFC Bank is also falling. So this is HDFC Bank's chart, and there is a trapped. So this is where we had trapped sellers. So expecting buying till 160.67.4. Okay, now let me zoom into the BankNifty, and yep, you're seeing this, right? Supply came in, and now expecting continuation lower towards the previous day's low, and I'm seeing price to reach towards 532 level. Okay, so supply is present at 45,700 level, and let's see how the reaction happens at 45,600. Okay, more supply is coming in, so the trend is down, so don't fight against the trend. Okay, some balancing is seen now at 45,600. So this is a monthly contract, this is not a continuous contract. I'm looking at the monthly contract. Yep, exactly at 45. So what is the low? Low is 45,601, not even 600, and now some short covering is happening. Okay, so such short covering, liquidation is gonna happen. The choppiness is gonna happen. So just be careful, and execution should be fast, if you are an intraday trader. Okay, but the important thing is to understand the auction and what the auction is trying to tell you based on your levels. Okay, I think I need to switch my call. So 45,400 is still ITM, but yeah, shorts are getting built there. So calls are still short, puts are still long. Call short, put long means bearish, not bullish, bearish. Okay, let me see if there are any comments, no questions. Nope, no comments, no questions. So this was a good trade right at the open. I'm expecting some balancing. So 15 minutes is gone. Now in next 15 minutes, what can happen is we can either break 45,600, or we can just see some balance for 5 to 10 minutes, and then what it will do is it will try to move above and see at 45,700 again the supply will come in, and then they will take the stops below this, because this is where there are SL or limit orders. Where is liquidity? This is where the liquidity is present. So this is where there is low liquidity, and this is where there is high liquidity. Okay, so this is LLQ and this is HLQ. Yeah, so expecting price to develop lower, but we have a trapped supply or trapped short. There is also, so this is where a resistance level. Okay, again the indicator is telling me that supply is trapped, sellers are trapped in this particular candle. Okay, around the lows. So I have a buying level at 350 currently. So this is for 45,400 call. I have a buying level at 350. It is trading at 366, and it can go to till 389 or 390, but that's perfectly fine. I'm just watching. I'm just not taking any trades. I'm just observing the auction. Okay, so let it chop. So 45,700 is the area where to observe the reaction. Still developing, it is still chopping. And what we have is we have got trapped buyers around 45,700. So they are the ones who will be adding supply. And we have got trap shorts at 45,500 and below. Yeah, so these are all the trap shorts. A lot of shorts are trapped on a 3-minute time frame. Okay, on a 30-minute time frame, shorts are at 45,452 and below. Okay, so let it chop. Let me see if there are any questions. No questions. Okay, so now it is, market is going to balance for some time. What is HDFC Bank? HDFC Bank is also balancing. Let me just see this. So this is where the shorts are trapped. And we have a spike reference. So at the spike is where demand or supply is shutting off, demand is coming in. No single prints, and there is a spike on the top. Okay, and there is a big area where supply is trapped. So this is going to act as the where you can expect responsive buying. This is where you can see demand, and this is also where there are trap shorts. Okay, so I'm waiting first of all in HDFC Bank to tag this particular low. Similar reaction is in Bank Nifty. So waiting. So today's, I mean not today, but previous day's low, this low at 45,536 and the current low which is at 45,591. You know, those two are very important because this is where the supply is shutting off, and and also the sellers are trapped. Okay, so if you want to take a long, wait for previous close or this particular zone to break, then you can take long, or else this is the choppiness zone. So this is where I'm expecting some straddle, strangle. This is a good time to add those to your kitty. Okay, so I'll just be on mute. Let's just observe what happens. Okay, so we are still just balancing. So the premium erosion will be happening. So this is the resistance, this is the support, and we are just balancing now. So 45,600 is where area where supply is shutting off. I'm expecting again supply to come in at 45,700. So currently it is trying to reach the resistance zone, and I'm looking for supply because this is the area where there are trapped buyers. Okay, so let the price move higher, and 45,700 is the zone where supply will be coming in. It is coming in. Let me switch over to a lower time frame. Yeah, but then it changes those. That's fine. But yeah, we are still bearish. Let me look at the options. So call is flat. Call is short and put is long. Call short, put long means bearish. So by the way, that trade worked out well. 369 to 390. No, it went till 382. Okay, yeah, it did not work out, but yeah, 369 to 382 was a good call. So now it is trying to break above this level. Let's see what happens. So we are reaching the 45,700 level. I'm looking for some supply. The supply-o-meter is telling me that there is no supply, but let's see. So one zone of trap buyers is repaired, is removed. I'm expecting some supply. So let me zoom in, and there is some supply coming in. Okay. Yeah, we are nearing again to the weekly VWAP. Massive delta seen right at the open. Still 5 minutes left. Now B period should be developing above this level. If it develops above this level, then expect continuation higher. If it develops below this level, then I'm expecting continuation lower. So what will happen is it will just chop, and then it will go up, and then it will come down, because where are the liquidity, where are the stops? At 45,600, 45, basically this. So who is buying or who is coming at 45,600 at an exact level? See, it is dropping, it is developing lower. Supply is coming in. This was another trade plan which is working out well. Okay, I missed buying put. I wanted to buy put at 434.5. So 435 or 434.5, 435, 431. Okay, so now it is falling. Again, there is some choppiness seen. I was expecting continuation lower, but nope, there is a change happening. So it looked below, and I was expecting continuation lower, but it's not. So I'm waiting for B period, because that's very important. Does it open above this particular level, previous day's close, and where there is a lot of delta which came in? Okay, so the put is now at 437, 435, 437. It is just chopping in the 2-point range. 433. Okay, we also have another area where buyers are trapped. Again, supply is coming in. The 45,800 put is now at 443, 446, 438, 439. So again, choppiness is seen. So I'm waiting for this particular level to be broken. Again, price is trying to go lower and come above, to a particular level. Supply is definitely in. The new period has opened. So now we have got trapped seller. So this is where the trapped seller is there. But odds are higher that supply is coming in at this level. So 447 and I'm out. So that 335 to 447, that's a 12-point gain, is perfectly fine with me. Now it is developing lower particularly. So it is just chopping around this level. Okay, so there is some price stability. Buyer retention is what is happening. Now call is trying to go long. Put is also trying to go short. So just be very careful. Yep, if you saw that, right, it went below and again it is hovering around this. So there is some price stability happening. Okay, so in next 2 minutes we'll know where the B period will open. Does it open above this zone or does it open below this zone? Yeah, there are trapped sellers here. Are they taken out? So we have got trapped supply and trapped buyer here. Yeah, just chopping off. And 730 is my higher time frame level. This is 716 and 730 is where we have the current VWAP. So that is also an area where supply will be coming in. So shorts will be adding positions here, then at current VWAP, then at 45,800 level, at this particular zone. Okay, so yep, it is chopping, it is trying to move higher. We have entered the previous month high, so this is the June month's range. What we see is supply is shutting off, so that is a market generated information. Yeah, we came within the previous month range and now it is trying to move higher. Yeah, so there is some price stability seen. The VWAP has, if you see the curve, it is getting flat. Okay, so now expect a balanced auction or expecting a balanced trade. We are developing below this, still 30 seconds to go. And yep, supply is still strong. So this is the, again, I'll be looking at B period and see if it acts as a level of resistance. Okay, so I'll move this here. All these levels, I will be deleting. So B period has started and this area should hold as a resistance and expecting continuation lower. So this is the B period high and the POC has moved lower. Here is the POC of A period. The POC is currently here of B period. It has just been 30 seconds. So let's see. So now it is dropping, it is developing lower. So the trap supply, they are the ones who are buying here, who are interested to buy. And now it is trying to move higher. So will supply come in at 45,700? So there is a seller at 45,704. Nope, supply is pretty strong. Call inventory is short. More positions are being added and what we have is trapped buyers and now continuation lower is what I'm expecting. We had again a retest at 45,700 and now I'm looking for price to at least reach towards 645. Okay, if this level is breached, then expect, because now where are the stops? Where is the liquidity? First of all, there is liquidity here. There is liquidity here and previous days low, I don't know why here previous days low has been cleared, but the previous days low is at below 45,550, 45,550, which is somewhere here. Yeah, so this level is taken out, so there will be some responsive buying here. Again, I missed buying the 45,800 put at 432. It is now at 470. 40 points. That's perfectly fine. It happens with me a lot. You should be ready to miss the trades. And again, because what happens is I realized is when I'm doing live session plus trading, so I need to just do live trading. But what will happen is if I do live trading, you will not understand why I took the trade, what was the reason, what was the logic. So currently what I'm doing is I'm explaining you what is going through my mind, but I'm not executing. Yeah. Because what happens is if I start executing, I start focusing, I need to focus on the execution rather than, because training, trading, those two are different stuff. And that's the skill, which I'm currently working to develop. Okay, so this level is still holding. I'm waiting for this level to be broken. If this breaks, then expect continuation till 45,600. Yeah, there is some responsive buying seen. Okay. Okay, so it's been 42 minutes. I've been live. So thank you once again. And if you have any questions, do let me know in your comments, or if you are watching this in a recorded session, just feel free to comment. Also do like, share, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you next week. So have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you next week. Okay. So thank you once again. Take care. And